My name is Lisa.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Do you want to
to
sit
meet
on
you.
this couch? Did you find the office okay?
I did.
Good.
Didn't have too much trouble finding
Good. I'm
it.
glad. Well, I just want to tell you a little bit about how the session's going to go. I'm just going to get some information from you, kind of learn about you, and get all the basics, and then we'll talk about the other weeks. But I just want to let you know that confidentiality is really important to me. I take it really seriously. So everything that you say in here is going to stay between us, unless I get the sense that you're going to harm yourself or harm someone else. And then in that situation, I'd have to tell someone. And I might take notes while we talk, just so I can remember everything. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, good. Well, can you tell me a little bit about what brings you in today?
Well, I'm a teen mom.
Okay.
And I just had my baby not too long ago. She's 8 months old. But her dad walked out on me, and so I'm just by myself. I'm having trouble looking for a job right now since I'm so young.
Right.
And I had to drop out of high school.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm gonna get the GED. I don't know what to do. I don't know what my options are with that, and I just am feeling really overwhelmed. And my mom, when I got pregnant, she didn't want to help me at all. She just kind of said, well, you're on your own. You did this, so I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling.
That's a lot to handle, especially at your age and doing all this on your own, trying to raise a child and try to go to school and work. That's a lot. Yeah,
it was a lot, and I mean, I really cared about my education, but I couldn't.
Right.
I had some complications with the pregnancy, so I had to pull out of high school, and that was really hard, and that made my mom really mad. So they kind of kicked me to the curb. So I was on my own.
So when you said they kicked you to the curb, are you still living with them, or are you living?
No, I'm living in an apartment, and that's another thing. I don't think I'm in a very safe neighborhood, but not very many places will let you, lease from them when you're a teen mom and you've got a baby, and they don't know if you're going to make the rent payments and everything. So I'm kind of living in an area that I'm not really happy with. There's some crime there and some drug selling, things like that.
Yeah. Are you looking for other options, or are you kind of just thinking about
I'm
staying
looking
here
for other options, but it's really hard because that they're limited. I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. So you said like this has caused tension between your parents. But you said specifically your mom. Do you have a relationship with your dad, or?
We did, but I think I really disappointed him when I got pregnant, and he got really mad at the baby's father, and so that kind of caused some tension too. And then my mom and I were very close, but she always was, no sex before you're married, and then there's my baby.
Right. So I bet that's been really hard for you to go from having a really good relationship with your mom to...
It is. I feel really alone, and I don't really know. I don't know. I feel really upset about it.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried talking to her since then, like letting her know that you're upset, that you want to
I tried. She wouldn't even come to the delivery room, which was really hard. But she's come by and seen my little girl, a few times. But every time, it's really tense. It's not like it used to be. And, I know she loves my daughter, but at the same time, it's kind of hard.
Right. So do you have any other type of support system? Do you have any brothers or sisters or friends that are
I have 2 brothers, but they're a lot older, so it's kind of distant. They live in another state, so it's hard to get with them. And I do have some close friends that, a lot of my friends kind of dipped out on me when I got pregnant. So then, but I have a few close friends, which is nice, and they come by and they'll help babysit and, hang out with me and the baby. So that's nice.
Yeah, I think it's great that you have those few friends that are willing to help you, because that makes all the difference in situations such as this. So your 2 older brothers, do they have you talked to them about what you're going through, or do they not really know since they're far away?
They know, but I don't think they realize, I was just the little sister who screwed up, and got pregnant, and then that was kind of it. We've never really been close growing up, so.
Right. Okay. So what are you kind of doing to deal with all of this? Because it seems like you're under a lot of stress and pressure with all of these different areas.
Honestly, mostly I've been drinking a lot, and I find that is kind of my way to, escape everything, because it's hard. I mean, the baby's crying and I don't have any money, and you know, it's like I can get some booze from somebody, and that's my go-to.
So I guess, so you said that kind of lets you escape, so I guess that's
Yeah.
something that you kind of feel like you need sometimes to
Yeah.
escape from the situation. So
I mean, I would say I drink every night. Once, you know, I put the baby down, I sit down and, you know, I'll drink some vodka and watch some Netflix.
Have do any of your friends, the ones that you're still close with, do they know about this, or have you?
Some of them know, but I don't think they think, you know, we're teenagers, so like we go to parties and stuff like that, and so I don't know, maybe they might be influencing me to do it, but I guess I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah. So have you talked to your mom about this, or is it something that she doesn't know about?
I think she suspects it because she came over once and she smelled alcohol in my breath and she got really, really mad. And she's like, you know, you've got a child and you don't even have a job. And, you know, I've been spent all day trying to get a job. I had to sell my car, so I've been taking the bus.
Okay.
And it's just been a lot.
So how does that make you feel when your mom kind of, I guess, discounts the things that you're doing and just focuses on the negative?
Yeah, I think it makes me feel, you know, disappointed that I am the way that I am right now, that I don't have a job, I don't have a husband, I just have a baby, and I'm living in this really sketchy area.
Right.
And, you know, it makes me miss the times that I had with my mom, and I miss, you know, being able to like curl up on the couch and watch a movie. And now every time that I talk to her, I mean, a lot of the time I talk to her, it's just asking for financial support, and that's kind of difficult too. It's hard for me to ask for financial support and ask for help.
Well, I think it's great that you are asking for help, like recognizing that you might not be able to do it on your own is a big deal. When you ask your mom for help, is she normally receptive to that, or?
She usually gets mad, but at the end of the day, you know, she'll cave and she'll give me some money, but she, you know, she's telling me to go get food stamps and all that, but I don't know about that, so.
So what are your hesitations on food stamps or other government assistance programs?
I came from a, you know, a middle class family, and it's kind of really hard to go and admit that I need that kind of assistance, and I don't think that I like necessarily fit in with that group, you know. I like to think of myself as, you know, I was well educated, and I mean, wasn't really my choice to drop out of high school. I kind of had to do, it's just what I had to do. And I mean, I've been studying for the GED, but it's so hard because the baby's crying and crying and crying. As soon as I start studying, she goes to sleep, then she'll wake up and she's crying again, and I don't know.
So since you're studying for the GED, so you made plans to take it, or you definitely want to take it for sure?
I definitely want to take it because I think it's important. I would like to go to college one day. I want to be a hairdresser, and that's always been my dream, and so I don't know, it's been really hard to study though. I mean, I don't...
Babies are hard, and I can definitely imagine it would be hard to deal with keeping her calm and studying. Yeah, and then,
I mean, her dad doesn't pay any child support, and he just kind of up and left, and I don't even know where he is.
I don't know where he is. So you haven't talked to him, I guess, since he left?
No, one day we got in a fight, and he said he would never see us again, and he didn't care about our baby, and that he wasn't even sure it was his baby, but I know it was his baby. Like, I know it was.
So how is dealing with that, I guess, you know, going from someone that you're in a relationship with, or then just leaving, and then, you know, kind of questioning if it's even their kid? How is that for you?
I just feel completely abandoned. I mean, and it's kind of a slap in my face that he would think that that was not his child, and I don't think he wants to take responsibility for it. And it's really, I mean, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And so then I drink because I get mad that here I am, and it takes two to tango, you know.
Right. Has his family been any support? Do they know about the situation?
His parents are convinced it's not his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they don't talk to me. They say that they don't think there's any way that their precious, perfect son could do this. But then how could he just leave, you know? And I mean, I heard my friends saying that he was addicted to meth now. So, like, I mean, he's far from perfect. So,
do you think maybe the way his parents view the situation as kind of influencing the way he acted, or do you think?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
He was brought up in his parents are, very tight. It's a tight ship over there, and I think he wanted to, rebel, and then I think he also wanted to leave me, but I think he also wanted to leave them.
His parents.
Yeah. I think he wanted to get away and do his own thing, so.
Right. So, I guess as far as going back to you're not having a job, how are you managing to pay for your apartment and all the baby food? Is that your parents helping you, or are you still doing
My parents are helping me, and I did have a job over at JCPenney for a while.
Okay.
But then I kept because I was late all the time because I just on my car, so I was taking the bus, and that thing is terrible. I hate public transportation, so I was just late all the time. So then they fired me, so I've been going around searching for jobs, but the job market right now, it's tough.
Yeah. So when you had a job, were you able to manage all of the things that you were doing pretty well?
I didn't even start drinking until I lost my job, and everything was a lot better then.
Right. So you think maybe losing the job has it's definitely increased your stress, and
a lot.
That might be leading to the drinking and some other things.
Yeah, I think that definitely played a big part in it, and I think that, that's my coping mechanism, and I know it's not a good one, but I haven't found anything better, so, kind of take what you can get.
Have you tried other things to cope, or you're just...
I'd like to, try and, go to the gym or go on runs. I used to love to do that, but, what am I going to do with my baby? And we can't afford those nice cribs that you can run with, and what am I going to do? I don't have the time to just go to the gym for an hour, so that was my one way to do it, but it's really hard to find childcare.
Yeah. Do your friends that are still supportive, do they help you cope with these things? Are they kind of an escape for you when you hang out with them?
Yeah, they are, and I think I'm really hesitant to ask them to help, so I can, maybe go to, a yoga class or something like that, and I think they probably would, but I just don't want, I feel bad putting all that on them.
Yeah, so it seems kind of like asking for help is a big thing that you struggle with, and whether it's with your friends or parents or just asking for financial assistance.
Yeah, I think it's just a pride thing for me. It's
that
just I don't want to have to beg for money. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be in this situation, but I couldn't not have the baby. So
and I think that's a totally normal thing. A lot of people have difficulties asking for help, so I don't think it's abnormal that you don't want to ask for help.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, I think kind of going past what you want, knowing that you need to ask for help sometimes for your baby. I think that's great that you're willing to put aside your pride to do that.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, so I guess from what I've gathered, that you're mostly stressed about your financial means, your house, where you're living, and your relationship with your parents is stressful because it's gone from, it was so good and now it's really tense.
Yeah.
And also, losing some of your friends has been stressful, I'm sure. Well, I think I've gotten a lot of great information from you, and I want to thank you for sharing all this information. I know it can be hard to come in and tell me this, especially when you say you don't like asking for help.
I do feel
it's
relief
great
from it, so it does help.
Well, I think it's really good also that you're taking time for yourself, even for this short amount of time. It's good to step away, and you have the resources that you can at least do this for an hour, so that's great. Well, I think we have a lot of good information to go forward with at the next session. And do you have any questions for me or anything else that you want to know? All right. Well, we'll see each other next week, but I can walk you this way. It was nice meeting you. Have a good evening. Goodbye.